Hello Libra, this is Beckie from Northern Star Tarot and welcome to your general reading for the month of October. Sorry, I know we're already partway through October. I wasn't actually planning on starting to do a YouTube channel until the end of the year or maybe the beginning of next, and I don't know if it's just that autumn feel, but I went with my instincts. My instincts told me to start doing it now. Anyway, just a brief disclaimer. Tarot is an art form. The energies are fluid and the readings are general. So always use your inner guidance system, your intuition and your knowledge about the situation before making any sort of life-changing decisions. As with the art forms, I see the tarot as it's like a song or a film. A group of people can watch it and take different things from it. Some people will resonate with it, some people won't. That is absolutely fine. If you don't like something, you just don't watch it anymore, do you? So please be gentle and kind and respectful in the comments, please. Thank you. I will leave further information in the description regarding the decks that I use. For my central one, I'm going to use the Psychic Tarot by Holland. Right, just step in your energy. For Libra. Guardians of the four corners. Mother in the earth, Father in the sky. Angels, ancestors, sacred ones. I call on you and welcome you here now. Disruption. Can we get another one? Need a bit more desk. This is for Libra for October. What is at the centre of their reading? Oh, it's all going wrong. Oh, sorry. I'm not going to take them just because they've just fell out while I've been shuffling. They haven't jumped out. There we go. Firm foundation and disruption. Just going to have a quick look at disruption because I'm still new with the Oracle cards. Right, okay, so this is the same as the tarot, the tower in the normal tarot deck. And a firm foundation. So this is a bit like pulling the tower down, so causing some disruption to your world, either something external or internal, where you want to rebuild. You want to rebuild with a firmer foundation and a stronger foundation, because whatever you've been doing up until now, whether this is regarding a relationship or your house or your work, it's not the way you want it to be. And sometimes we have to break everything down to just the foundation walls. I mean, it doesn't necessarily mean leaving a relationship. If this is a relationship that you have in mind, it could just be remolding it, just having a reset, having a chat with that person, even the same with your work or over a project. It's having a sit down and having a chat about what it is that you want, what you want to get out, and why it's not working for you right now. Just shuffling for Libra. I also do energy forecasts from the 4 elements. If you would like to check them out, I do them weekly, and I'm going to do the star signs monthly. But at the moment, my last weekly one that I did and the week before that was all about transformation and change and shedding the old and stepping into the new. And I feel like that's the energy that we've got available at the moment. And it won't be for everyone, but it might be a lot of people right now are feeling like that, feeling like they're at a crossroads of just wanting to remodel their life, just give their life a complete overhaul and step into being the person they want to be. Sorry about the shaky cam. At the moment I've got it tethered to this very lovely desk that I bought recently. But I need to attach it to something else less shaky. But it is such a beautiful desk. And I love that it's got a bit of age to it, and I'm a really lovely person that I've bought it off. I really do think that you come across people in your life because you're meant to learn something from them, or it's for the betterment of both people, even if it's a negative. Sometimes you learn things from your bad experiences as well, don't you? Okay. What are the general messages for Libra for October? Okay, underlying energy, 5 of Pentacles and the 2 of Swords. How have I ended up? I keep ending up with the cards all mixed up, and maybe I need to go through them and sort them out at some point. Anyway, this is your underlying energy that you're coming into the month with. The 5 of Pentacles it's a card of loss. It's feeling like, the card of poverty, sorry, it's feeling like you haven't got anything to give, feeling like you haven't got enough to sustain a living, and the Pentacles are all to do with our material world. So, I mean, it could also be your time, your energy, just not having enough to give other people. And the 2 of Swords is making a decision, making a choice. You've got 2 roads that you can go down, or 2 swords, but you can only have 1 sword of truth. It's only one that you can make. It's kind of interesting coming in with that sort of energy of having a choice to make and feeling impoverished. Maybe it is wanting a new job, a new way to make money. Wow. Okay. So I'm going to just kind of cross-read them everywhere. But just so you know, the top part's sort of your head, your consciousness. The central part is your heart, and this is your foundation. Also, you can read this way of past, present, future. Now the energies are fluid, and timing is, well, time doesn't exist with the energies, it just is. So whenever you watch this is whenever you are meant to hear it. And future energies, I always see it as like looking ahead from where you already are. It's like having a map, and you don't have to go down that road. It's just showing you where you are now, or maybe where your thoughts are now, and what future possibilities can come from that. Right, so let's see. We've got the Hermit here, right down the centre as well. I always see the central is the most relevant. This is like our current state. And the Hermit takes things very slowly. See, you can't see his path very well. He's only got his little light there to guide him. But he knows which way he's going. He just knows that he's got to tread carefully. And then we've got the Empress. This is using your intuition. So feel like whatever decision you've got to make and whatever tower you've got to bring down, you already know. You know in your heart and in your intuition what way you need to go. I feel like the decision is already made inside us when we get the Empress. Then we've got the Knight of Cups, which is opposite the Eight of Swords, which I find quite interesting, sort of mirroring each other. I'm going to start with this one because this is very internal. This is being trapped in your head. This is feeling stuck. Still safe. Them swords aren't going to hurt her while she's there in the middle. But just feeling trapped. A tarot reader I watch, Aquarian Insight, she always says this is the I can't card. I can't do it. And it's a very good way to see that. I find it interesting that the Knight of Cups is like mirroring, opposing. The Knight of Cups is, the Knights always kind of progress a situation and progress a thing. The Knight of Cups is the least serious court card. He's, I always think of him as like, he's the party person. He's like out on his horse. He always brings his own drink. And he comes riding in with a way sort of feeling. So I find it interesting that we've got like, I feel like there's something inside you that you know you want to do, you want to pursue, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a job, whatever it is, there's something inside your heart that speaks to you, and you're feeling trapped by your current situation. For whatever reason, you feel like you can't get out of this tower. And we've got the Devil here as well. This is the card of self-imposed restrictions. It's being trapped and bound to a situation. But we like being there. You like being there because it's safe. It's safe in the tower. But you want to get out. You know you want to get out. So we've got Death here. And we've got the Queen of Wands opposite. Death is transformation. It is death of the old. It's rebirth. I think especially with the tower, this is major change. Major change. It's, you know, it's shocking. It's sudden. It's painful and it's raw. But the Queen of Wands, she's like very creative, very charismatic, very confident. I always imagine her as like, you know, when you see in films and someone always swans into a ballroom or something and everyone stops and stares at her. That's the Queen of Wands. She commands a room, but not just with her aura. And I think that with the Knight of Cups, this is like there's something burning inside you. There's this wonderful energy that you feel good and positive about, but you just feel trapped and stuck by whatever situation that you're in. I'm going to get some clarifiers. This is for Libra. Clarifiers for Libra. Also, happy birthday for those celebrating their birthday this month. My mum is actually a Libra Virgo cusp. She always says she identifies with Libra, though. I think she's more Virgo, but that's just my opinion. Right, let's see. Where's the Hermit there for Libra? You're going to come out. 2. Oh God, they make me laugh sometimes, you know. So you've got the Hermit who's very slowly taking steps there and on a very slim, narrow road, being careful not to stray from his road. And who comes out to explain him but the Fool? The Fool who is about to walk off the edge of a cliff without a care in the world. Oh, sometimes they make your job really easy and other times they make it really hard. And we got the 7 of Swords as well. It's being defensive. What are you defending? I'm just going to move this feather out the way. Actually, that was in my yard just before I come and done this reading. I'm just going to have a look at that 7 of Swords. Right, okay, so it's using strategy and creativity and diplomacy. It's dealing with a problem, but using your head, using your smarts to deal with it. And the Fool is a new beginning. It's not having a care in the world, being able to just glide off that cliff and know that you've got it, know that you're not going to hurt when you hit the bottom. Let's have a look. It's taking a trance and just trusting yourself, and maybe that's what it is with the Hermit. The Hermit is taking baby steps and being cautious because they don't want to lose or hurt like they have done in the past. They don't want it to go wrong. I think this is like our baggage from other experiences that have been similar, that have just gone wrong for us. But there is a new beginning there. And I think with the Fool, because it's the start of the journey, he's got no baggage. Look, he's just got this little bit of thing there, which I'd say is just his essentials. So maybe this reading is about dropping the baggage. Just drop it and go forward. Where's the Empress there? Oh. Ace of Cups. Come on, do you want to give me another one? Clarifier for the Empress. For Libra. Where's the Empress there? You coming? Yeah. Oh, okay. It's interesting that they've come out that way. I would have liked to have read it this way, because this is boredom, this is being stagnant, but there is a new beginning. There's a new beginning of, well, there's a new potential. There's a potential for a new connection. And it could be in a relationship, it could be a new partnership in work, it could be anything like that. What's in your heart? And I think it's important to know what you've got in your cup before you take it out. If you're still hurting from a situation, you're gonna put all that in that cup, aren't you? And the Two of Cups is where the next card, the Two of Cups, is where we meet someone who matches our cup. So just be wary that you've healed from whatever situation before you go into the next. I think also just see the fours, firm foundation. Foundations can be a little bit difficult for the cups because it's our emotions, and emotions do not like being caged. What happens to water when you put water in a container? It just goes still, it goes stagnant. But maybe to read this in a positive way of maybe you want that emotional stability in your relationship or with yourself even. This could all be completely internal. Not all of our battles are with other people, are they? Sometimes it's just it's with ourselves. In which case, I'd say this is about finding love in yourself, reconnecting with yourself and finding your inner strength. Where's the Knight of Cups there? That was nice and quick. Queen of Wands again. See, I told you, I feel like these two are working together. This is your driving force right now. This is what is truly going on below the surface. This is heart energy here. And then all this is kind of, with the exception of the Empress up there, everything else is a bit cautious and a bit happening in your head. So we've got the Queen of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles. This is stability. This is like reaching the top of your game in your career. It's the end of a project. It's success. It's being successful. And I'd say with the Queen of Wands there, it's being successful with a creative endeavour. It's something that drives you, that's in your heart, that you want and desire above everything else. And you've got the Knight of Cups there. It's kind of like dream big and you can do it. See, if this had come out, say, over on this side with all the worries, I'd say that's like worry about losing this, but it feels like a gain. This feels more like a gain. Let's see if we can get something for the central cards. There we go. Three of Pentacles. So this is building your foundation. This is working together with other people, either to get out of this tower, to get out of this situation. Maybe you need to ask someone for help. So you have the Three Pentacles there, and it usually on other decks will show three people. But it's also like a card of graduation, really. It's saying that you've got the skills and the ability to build this firm foundation. You've already got it. You've mastered whatever it is that you need to go forward to build. But you might need help from other people. It's respecting everyone's difference as well that they put in that. It's good cooperation. It's understanding that whether you're a manager or a worker on the shop floor, that you all contribute, or the cleaner. So if you are working with other people at other levels, I guess it's just being grateful for that and knowing your role in it. Why is the Ace of Swords there? From a relationship point of view, I'd say that's working with your partner to get out of this tower. If you feel like you're stuck in a rut, you feel like your relationship's gone a bit stagnant, it's just having that talk, having that conversation, but using skill, using intellect, not going in all guns blazing. It's sitting down and having a mature conversation about it and trying to keep you cool. And the Ace of Swords. Queen of Cups. So you're guarding your heart. You're guarding your emotions. That's what you're anxious about. Oh. Let's see, is there anything else for the Ace of Swords? Wow. Everything's coming out so quickly. We got the King and Queen of Cups. Oh my God. This is a couple. This is very much a couple. On this side now. See, this just kind of changes the dynamic ever so slightly and makes it a little more seem like a relationship here. Still, not necessarily. This could be how you work with someone that you work with, like how if you're not getting on at work. But it is a general reading, and energy can read so many different ways. For the purpose of this, I'm just going to read it as a relationship. The King and Queen of Cups. See, she's very emotion driven. She's usually she's got like stormy or water in the back that looks a bit turbulent. It's like she's had emotional hurt. She's had pain before. But she's moved on, and she's always got that sort of that love to give. And it's a bit like a mother's love. It's very caring, it's very very abundant. And then you've got the King of Cups. Now he has emotion, but he is in control of his emotions. He doesn't let them rule him. And he's very abundant too. So why are we anxious about these people? Are we anxious about losing them? Also, ignore the genders. Gender is fluid. I do like this deck because they tend to be quite androgynous. So just take what identifies with you and maybe your partner. I'm wondering if it's like a water sign. Is someone dealing with a water sign? Which is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Either way, it could just be that energy, or it could be in your chart. I feel like there's some water energy going here. There's a whole lot of emotion going on. But we've got a King and a Queen couple there. And maybe that is something. I feel very specifically for some people, but I feel like someone's trying to save a marriage. And they're not sure if this is like the end, but they're trying to just trying to rebuild that relationship. I mean, marriage could also be like a long-term committed relationship. It's definitely like someone that you've been with for a long time. That is probably just for a specific person there. I've just got that feeling that it's someone saving a marriage. Queen of Wands. And this is feeling like the last ditch attempt to save it. Right, if this doesn't work, then we're going our separate ways. Queen of Wands. There's the Queen of Wands there for Libra. There's major transformation going on here though. Queen of Swords. Oh my word. Wow, we've got the Queen of Wands twice. We've got the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Cups. Major queens. Is there drama going on? Right, how do we explain the Queen of Wands with the Queen of Swords? The Queen of Swords is very, she knows her truth. She knows her truth and she's not afraid to speak it at all. And maybe that's that flame, that fire that's burning here is that truth. You know the truth. That's what the Empress says as well. The Empress says that you know the truth inside. And get another one for the Queen of Wands. Oh my God, the Hermit again. Right, the Hermit out twice. Queen of Wands out twice. Okay. Maybe this is being cautious with the words that you use. Because that sword of truth can sometimes stab people. I love this Queen of Swords as well. It's like you can feel people at the side of her here going, nah, 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 nah. And she's like, shush, shh. Just quiet. Go away. I've had enough. I know the truth. I'm not listening to that BS anymore. This could also be like illumination on the truth. See, the Hermit carries the star there. It's like things being revealed to you. Oh, did someone have an affair? God, sorry, just there's so many sort of messages coming through. Yeah, I'm sorry if someone's going through that as well. It's just with the Empress, with the intuition and knowing, and the King and the Queen being the upset, and then illumination on the truth. And it sparked a fire. It really has sparked a fire. Whatever the truth it is that you've got. I mean, it could just be a truth that you found out. It doesn't necessarily have to be involving a third person. It could be addiction. It could be anything. The Devil. By the Hierophant. So that's the teacher card. Maybe you've still got lessons to learn. And the Queen of Pentacles. Oh my word. So we now have all of the queens out. Wands, Swords, Cups, Pentacles. There's so much feminine energy here. It's like, it is real drama. Real drama. Let me just have a look at that. There's still bits I'm learning, like when you get, yeah, power of words. You see this here? I don't know if you can. Power of words, when we get 4 queens. It's them powerful words. It's being careful that they don't cut anyone. But using your mental skill, using your mental ability, and it might be that you have to go slow and you have to plan. You have to really strategize what you are going to say or how you're going to act. And then once you are in that position and you've got that knowledge, then you just go. Then you leap into it. And the Hierophant is learning. The Queen of Pentacles is, she's very abundant. I use abundant a lot. I have to find another descriptive word that is similar. Let's see if the book can give me a little more. Fruitfulness, independence, work rewarded, stability. I feel like you've stayed trapped to learn or gain more. And you're now coming to the end of that, of not needing any more. Or not being able to get any more from this situation. Oh, that was so weird. I've just been drawn to a part in the book. Like, I just looked at it and the first bit that jumped out was that it can sometimes signify a single parent household where finances are carefully monitored, or a lesser income than is successfully supplemented a larger one to have money for light-hearted entertainment. So going back to that whole marriage thing, for some of you, that maybe that is the fear, maybe that is why we're sticking around, is ending this is going to leave someone alone with the children if there's children involved. As a single parent myself, I can say there is life after death. I get on absolutely great with my husband. Yes, divorce not done yet. Eventually. Justice. Death and justice, oh my word. Yeah. This is legal matters. This is definitely feeling like the end. This is very the end. Maybe it is legal battles. Maybe, like I said earlier, this was feeling like divorce, and that just for me confirms it. This is going through the court to end something, to bring down the tower and have a new foundation. Oh, justice, that's your card as well. I suppose it's also telling you to remain balanced, which is something that Libras are very good at. Death. Give me another one for death. I don't feel like we need any more clarifiers, really. I always say, even like readings like this, where it's very heavy, it's such a strong reading. You've got some powerful cards there. The Empress. You've got all the queens out. You've got all the queens. This is justice as well. I feel like whatever it is you're going through, if you choose your words wisely. There we go. Yeah, the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is conflict. It's a victory, but it's a sad victory. It's like winning, but at what cost? What are you losing in the process of winning? Very, very strongly feeling that this is somebody out there that's going through a divorce, and it might seem hard now, but forgiving is the best, like the biggest, strongest thing that you can do. I kind of wish the Strength card would come out, but you've got the Empress there. You've got knowing your intuition. You've got this amazing fire energy coming over here. There's something still burning there. And whether this is just attempting to save the marriage still, or this is the end, just keep that strength about you. Like I said, there is life after divorce. It can be very freeing if it's something that you've been trapped in. Right, I'm just going to get a Power Thought card out. By the way, this is the Gilded Tarot. Power Thought cards, they're not anything tarot related, but I like to have them. It's like a final happy thought. And I always find that, well, I've been finding that they tie in, usually. One embarrassing situation where something random come out. Let's see. Maybe that person just needed to hear that message about loving their body. What does Libra? What is the message for Libra regarding the spread? Final message for Libra. I listen with love to my body's message. Oh my God, this is the exact same one. My body is always working towards optimum health. My body wants to be whole and healthy. I cooperate and become healthy, whole and complete. I mean, maybe this is listening to your body, listening to your mind. I know, I mean, situation, sometimes your body can react. I know I used to get IBS whenever I was really stressed. Let's see if I can get another one for Libra regarding this spread. I'm going to take that one. My healing is already in progress. Yeah, that seems a bit more suitable. My willingness to forgive begins my healing process. What have I just been saying? I allow the love from my own heart to wash through me, cleansing and healing every part of my body. I know I'm worth healing. So it's listening to your body, and like I said, to heal better, the best thing you can do is forgive. It doesn't mean you have to take any bullshit. It doesn't mean that you have to have that person in your life still. But trust me, letting go of their energy is the best thing to do when you're moving on from someone. Anyway, that is all from me. Remember to comment, share, like and subscribe if you want to hear more. Also check out the weekly energy forecasts. They're definitely linking in with, from what I'm seeing, like all the readings seem to be about this massive change, and the last one I got was about transformation and shedding the old and starting the new. Like I said, be kind in the comments, and if I don't match your vibration, there are many others amazing readers out there, and at least one of them will work for you and connect for you. I hope that's been helpful. Have a good day. Bye.